Hi everyone, Ethan here with a basic HTML tutorial. Today we'll just be reviewing the basic HTML page structure and what it takes to start building your HTML page. So make sure you have your document open and saved with a .html extension, and we're going to start out with the doc type. Now the doc type isn't exactly an element, it's more so a declaration, and it defines that the document is an HTML5 document. What this does is it lets the browser know how to read and display the HTML markup within your web page. So we're going to start out by typing !! doc type space HTML greater than. So that is exactly how we're going to start out all of our HTML documents. Now I'm going to add a space there, and the next element that we're going to go over is the HTML element. Now HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and this is the root element of the HTML page. HTML pretty much defines the content of your web page, and it tells the browser, hey, this is what this element is, and it lets it know what each element on the web page actually is. All of your HTML code and markup will actually be nested or wrapped within an opening and closing tag of HTML. So the way that we're going to code this is !HTML greater than, and I'm going to add some spaces there. That way we can still put all of our content within these HTML opening and closing tags. So to close out our HTML document, we're going to go !HTML greater than. Now we're going to return to the top of our document right underneath the opening tag of HTML, and this is where we're going to place our head. Now the head of the document contains the title of your web page, metadata or information about your web page, and you can also link to style sheets or JavaScript within the head of your document. Typically the content and the head of your document is not going to be displayed in the browser. However, the title will appear in the tab of your browser, or it will appear in the information in Google search, but that's the only content that the head will actually display or that will actually be visible within the browser. So I'm going to leave a space between the opening HTML tag. I'm going to tab over. That way it's easier to decipher which part of my HTML document is separate from the other sections. And we're going to code this opening tag the same way that we have with !head greater than. I'm going to add a space, tab over, !head greater than. And we'll be covering in later tutorials what is going to be nested or inside of the head element. What comes after the head is typically pretty easy to remember because all you have to do is think of a human. After the head comes the body. So I'm going to add another space, I'm going to tab over, and it's the same thing. We're going to go !body greater than for the opening tag, add some spaces, tab over, !body greater than to close out that body. Now this is where all the content that the browser will display lives. Your headings, your paragraphs, lists, images, videos, and other elements that are going to be marked up within the body of your HTML document. It begins after the closing tag of your head and it ends right before the closing tag of your HTML document. I'm going to go ahead and remove some of these spaces here. That way we have a uniform document started with equal amounts of spaces. We have our head and our body tabbed over so we can decipher those from the other sections or other markup within our document. Now this is the absolute basic way to start your HTML page and your basic HTML page structure. In later tutorials we'll be reviewing what actually goes in the head and what content or markup goes in the body. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial on basic HTML page structure. Please subscribe and check back for more tutorials to continue learning HTML. This is Ethan Dre, and as always, have a great day.